Are you a small business, a church, or even a nonprofit looking to step up your video presence on the internet? Well, in this video, I'm gonna go over a camera that I think you should purchase as soon as possible in the year of 2021 to help your guys' video presence get elevated onto social media. Let's jump straight into this video. Now you guys are probably wondering, who is this guy on the other side of the screen who is telling me that I need to buy cameras for my small business or nonprofit? Well, to give you guys a little bit of background information about myself, I'm a worship leader and video director, and I do this all day, almost every single day. I'm putting together videos, I am putting together content for social media. And I recently started working at a church that didn't have a lot of camera gear to get them onto the internet. So I help take us into some different steps to getting that gear that will help elevate our social media presence. And one of the first things we did was purchase a good DSLR camera like the one that we are shooting this video on right now. And this is the camera that I think you guys should buy as well. I think it is a great camera at a great introductory price and it is easy to learn. One of the things that I have noticed on the internet is there's a lot of camera information, but a lot of it is mostly technical information, like how many f-stops does it get, how much is the frame rate, like what kind of lenses should I purchase for it, and all those questions are great. But if you are new to doing video work like I was years ago, a lot of that information is honestly nonsense. You just are really looking for the answer to, is my video going to look good online, and is it going to keep up with other churches, businesses, and nonprofits in my area? And I'm telling you, the Canon EOS 80D is one of the best cameras still to this date to pick up right now to get your game going. Now, even though this camera came out in 2016, I still believe that it is a great piece of equipment to add to the beginning of your arsenal of shooting video. And the reason is it can shoot in 1080p at 60 frames per second. Now, the crazy numbers and all that stuff, I know that doesn't really matter to you. What I'm telling you is it looks like this. I'm shooting on auto right now. I haven't turned on any functions or anything. I haven't messed with the f-stops. I haven't messed with the exposure. I haven't messed with anything. This is straight out of the box with some good lighting and some good backlighting. Like, that's literally all I've done to this shot. And to be honest, a lot of platforms on the internet are still only showing at 1080. I know on YouTube you can show stuff in 4K, but some people don't have 4K TVs. Some people's internet isn't fast enough to even show things in 4K. So I still believe that 1080p is a great resolution to grab people's attention when they're scrolling through things like Instagram and Facebook. The camera uses SD cards, which are a very universal type storage. You can plug these into most computers, whether it's a desktop or a laptop, and quickly get the files off of it. And I've used this camera not only for video, but I've also used it to take pictures at events as well. Any of the photos or videos that you're seeing on top of this video were taken with this camera. There's a couple key inputs on the side of this camera that I want to bring to your attention. One of them is a microphone input. I use an external microphone whenever I'm shooting different types of video, and the reason is because the microphone on the camera really isn't the best, I will say that. But buying a relatively cheap external microphone will definitely elevate your game. And on top of that, there's a headphone jack on the side of the camera as well, so you can listen back to your microphone to make sure all your levels are set correctly. There is an onboard flash if that is something that you're interested in. I don't usually use the onboard flash on cameras. I would rather prefer to use some external flashes, or if I'm shooting video, use different types of lighting. But if that is something you're interested in, it is on the camera as well. A lot of these kits for the camera come with a 1 lens pack or a 2 lens pack. The one I'm using right now is the EFS 18 to 55 millimeter lens. And the other lens that comes with most of the standard packs is the EFS 55 to 250 telephoto zoom lens. Ooh, look at that. This is a great lens to use whenever you need to be further away from an object to take pictures. Like whenever I'm at events and I can't get right into the middle of the action, this lens helps with making faraway shots feel close. This camera takes the EF and the EFS lens mount, so any other Canon lenses that you use, the EF or the EFS lenses work on this camera body. Like I said, there's multiple different kits for this camera on the internet, so you're probably wondering, how much is this camera gonna cost me? Well, if you get the camera with this lens right here and the telephoto zoom lens, it's going to cost you right around $1,400, which is a great amount of money to get in on whenever it comes to buying an introductory camera. Let's say you just want to drop the telephoto lens and you just want this 18 to 55 millimeter lens. Well, the camera's only going to cost you $900. This is a great price for a camera that's going to do so much for you and your small business, your nonprofit, or your church. So if you've had questions or hesitations on whether or not you should get this camera, I highly suggest you should pick it up as soon as you can, because 2021 is going to be a year where the churches and nonprofits and everybody are going to be propelled forward into the realm of social media, and you don't want to get left behind. So pick this camera up as soon as you possibly can and get working with it, because I promise you, you're gonna see a difference in your video work. If you want to pick this camera up, go ahead and click the link in my description below. It'll take you straight to Amazon where you can pick up the camera right now. But other than that, I hope that this was a quick and easy, no nonsense review video over a piece of equipment that you've had questions about. And you can be expecting more videos like this in the future. So go ahead and click that subscribe button, turn on those bell notifications, because I don't want you guys to miss out on any of the content that's coming out on this channel. Thank you guys for stopping by. I love you, I appreciate you, and I will see you guys next week.